I'm convinced that there are people that have been sent to harass us. I mean, pick and pull and incite, disrespect and troll. Take this right here, Ajamu Baraka. Now, some of you know Ajamu Baraka because he was the vice presidential candidate alongside Jill Stein that ran for office back in 2016. Why would you run to be vice president of a country you know you neither love, respect, care about, can swear an oath to, you detest? Why would you want to be vice president? Oh, I know, money. Why did you run? Money. He will not get his ass out of my comment section. He is forever on everything I post. And he has no idea what the he talking about. He says, oh, now you're an FBA, huh? Yeah, I knew so. You reveal your politics. You with that organization, that's the most detrimental force in America. Somebody tell this about the police and about a mass incarceration system. Somebody let this know about poverty and homelessness in America. Let him know that before he blame a designation of Black American people is the downfall of society. I mean, how stupid is that? I mean, for a guy who read a lot of books, it sounds like the bookshelf fell on your fucking head. Who sent you? If you were wondering why am I coming out firing shots like this, for the last time, fam, I have told this dude, I've had it up to here with this guy. If you're not going to have a conversation with me, don't send your friends, don't send your minions. I want you and I. If you ain't going to live stream a conversation with me in front of my audience, in front of the world, then shut the up. Stop tweeting at me to blow up your little profile. Nobody gives a shit what you talking about, and all you doing is going after a Black man who holds a different political bent than you. I don't waste my time calling you out on your dumb shit. These think they're going to overturn the United States, the most powerful country in the globe, but I'm crazy for standing on reparations. You sound like the leftist scumbags I left behind. Yeah, reparations is a pie in the sky, crazy idea. But ending our military-industrial complex, oh, that sounds feasible. Because we built on war, dumbass. That's what we do here in America. So you think me getting a check cut is less likely than you getting America to stop bombing Americans? That's like giving yourself a sex change. You're more likely to see a daddy long-legged spider flying a jet while FaceTiming his girlfriend on the new Apple phone than you ought to see America stop going to war with motherfuckers dropping bombs. It's your dumb ass. Now, I'm going to keep on standing on business. I'm going to keep doing that. For clarity, guys, see, he been in my shit for, this ain't me coming out the bag. I've been telling this guy, say, back up off me, man. Just end this conversation, unless you want to talk publicly. For the sake of those who need to know this shit, man, and I don't mean to derail this whole conversation, but this is what I'm talking about. He says, you finally revealed your real politics. Thank you. I didn't know I was hiding it. Tim, the FBA movement is the most immoral. What's immoral about being a Black American? What do we do? Sleep with your wife? What do we do? What did I do? I'm married, sir. He says they have an anti-Black. I'm anti-Black. You want my borders open so anybody can flood in this country. You don't want to allow me to demand reparations from my government from all the free labor. And I'm supposed to just shut the fuck up and be on your African kick and go kick it with some Nigerians on some shit Why, they try to scam me out of money probably. Go rock it with the Somalis, who we know black all day. Not everybody, but I'm saying. He says, the tendency in the history of our people, driven by notion that the neo-fascist U.S. with a $370 trillion debt, 3T annual deficit is going to give black folks some money is pure fantasy. You know what's pure fantasy, sir? That you're going to make that country with all that debt stop going to war when it makes so much money off war. Why is it that my pursuit to get justice for my people is insane, but your idea that a few of you corny-ass, golf ball hitting ass with hunched over backs and gout gonna talk America down from being a superpower? Because y'all have little conventions and shit. How am I crazy? I mean, who's really delusional? I'm fighting a good fight. It's just a different fight than you. You could respect that. You can say, you know what? And that's the thing with y'all Negroes. Fam, they don't respect that we got our own politics. They never imagined that maybe we just disagree. But nah, of course, it's always got to be a hustle. Everybody's got to be grifting. Dude, I believe what I believe. I believe it's worth fighting for. I believe that border need to be closed. And anybody who wants an open border to me is anti-black, whether they're white as Captain Kangaroo, or dark as Wesley Snipes. I don't give a f. If you want an open border, you're anti-black, because that is detrimental to the survival and the upliftment of my people. We can have that conversation. A part of the other conversation is, why are you on my nuts? So what Shabuzi said touched a nerve, because you see, it's going down in real time between various people online. I'm an example of it. Mina, I don't want no trouble. I didn't have no weapon. All I said is I'm a foundationally black American. Why is that scary, y'all? Why is you so upset? Why is that triggering you, old niggas? Oh, because black Americans ain't gonna be the footstool? We ain't trying to be the magical Negroes for all people that come to America? None of us owe anybody who comes here anything. In fact, they owe us. They owe us. They owe us. We don't owe them. They're guests in our house. They are guests in my house. I'm not a guest in theirs. Why come we can't have pride in who we are? We can. Folks, do not do as me. Do not get wrapped up in the debate with people that have no fucking argument. Okay? Shabuzi has every right to thank his parents, and he should. It was treacherous, I'm sure. Leaving a country you were in that's so obviously so well advanced, from a society that's obviously so well advanced beyond black Americans, and come down here and slum with us in America. That's the way they talk, you know, like, wasn't for them, America wouldn't be America. Now, if it wasn't for you, right, maybe Americans wouldn't be able to exploit the shit out of underclass and make us the permanent lower class, the permanent underclass. And also, you know, the cab industry wouldn't have been around the shit. All right, but hey, like I said, I don't got a problem with Shabuzi. His statements, they land f***ed up. I think he did it intentionally. This the ongoing diaspora wars or whatever. I do not partake in it. But for the record, black Americans, FBA, freedmen, ADOS, however you guys associate yourselves. I associate myself with you because we are each other's keeper. We share our time, history, experiences, us. We should be galvanizing ourselves around the common goals of our people here. A pursuit of opportunity. See, when we start being more focused on immigrants, ICE, and all this other shit, when we start getting more focused on that, we take our eye off what's most important, which is the futures of us and our families. So, though I'm not a part of any organization, I am part of my people. And I do my part to stand up for my people, to stand beside my people, to support my people. These immigrants that come here, God bless them, man. Yeah, you here, you doing your thing. Congratulations. But let's not pretend like those people that are coming here don't feel similarly to us. They got their own cultures that they've already have enveloped themselves in. They're already derived from. They have their own customs, norms, language. They don't strip themselves of that because they came here. Why would we strip ourselves of our identity because they showed up? Don't even make sense. It's asinine to even consider this shit. No one asked Italians to rock with Germans and forget they're Italians and then fought them for being connected to their Italian heritage. No one fought Chinese for understanding the differences, the similarities and the differences between them and Koreans. But it's just us. We got to have these conversations. I never see it happen. I never see it happen with other groups. It's just with us, we get no sovereignty, we get no respect. I got to explain myself to glorified Pan-Africanists who find me immorally defective for even having my own identity and not want to be on the diaspora channel. All right. I do not seek to disrespect you for your lineage, your background, your ethnicities, your cultural differences, your legacy, your people, none of that. I respect that you have your unique identity. And all I say is respect ours. Because that's all we're talking about here. You know? Make your jollof, you know? Make your jollof, and we'll steam our crabs, you know? Right? And do what we do. We'll make our southern fried food, and we'll make our cornbread and dressing. You know? Our sweet potato pie. You go here with that pumpkin pie. There's nothing wrong with that. But I ain't apologizing for being who I am, and I don't think anybody should, and nobody else is asked to apologize. Nobody asked Jewish Americans to blend themselves in with Australians or Ukrainians. No one asked us that. No one asked them that. Because you respect them as a singular people, a people of a specific ethnicity and culture. You respect that. I think you respect that money and you don't want no problems. You're a coward. That's why I call them cowards. Because the only people they go after in this way, Black Americans. You never hear BAP, that organization, Black African Alliance, whatever. You never hear them going after the Jewish people. Or the Chinese. Go after them. What, no bone to pick? Mitch? All right.
TBTVMedia.com. Okay. And then I'm getting my website together, and I'm gonna start writing some more a little bit soon. But that's what we do. We still working, still trying to build. And again, we salute you, Brother Tim, for your consistency. And we say, keep up the good work. And we're going to see you on the other side of freedom.
Become a member of this show. Go to jointimberlake.com.
Look, we tastemakers, groundbreakers, we crown shakers. Moved inside the margin, we're writing, that's how we found paper. Hustle nature, since we was riding back on the scooter razors. Had no stable